Here we're back to What's in the Kitchen Wednesday, and we are in our Remake of Comfort Food series once again, and we are talking about meatloaf. And our remake of the traditional meatloaf is adjusted by adding some vegetables and finely chopping them, adding them into our mixture with carrots and onions, some spinach, and some broccoli. Instead of using breadcrumbs or crackers, we use a little bit of almond flour and some gluten-free organic oats. We also add a couple of eggs and then add all of our finely chopped vegetables to the meat mixture. And after we stir it all up, take this and put it in our little loaf pan here. So putting that in, nice and easy, plopping it all in there. Once we plop it in there and even it out, we're gonna make the topping. So a lot of people just do ketchup, and just know, if you have never looked at the label of ketchup, ketchup is usually pretty high in sodium. Now there are some brands, some organic brands that you'll get that do not have high fructose corn syrup, so look at the ingredients. I'm not gonna say my kids don't eat ketchup, but they don't eat the added sugar high fructose corn syrup ketchup, okay? So we have it in, what? We have it nicely in a loaf.
Dick's has that organic brand, and I think that one's
a good one. Simple Truth, I think their brand is. So, so for the topping, instead of ketchup, what we do is, just to get like a little maple flavor as well, I just have a half a tablespoon of our local maple syrup here. So locally, you just get some, vitamins and minerals, rather than just processed sugar, added sugar that comes in ketchup, right? And then I have our organic tomato paste. Now, tomato paste only has 15 milligrams of sodium in 2 tablespoons, where ketchup has anywhere between 160 and 260 in the 2 tablespoons. So again, lower sodium, just trying to make these options a little healthier with a little bit more nutritional value. So about 2 tablespoons of that, and we stir it all up.
Do you always sometimes I don't put a topping on.
And sometimes I don't put a topping on either. But I thought, just because a lot of people do, maybe this is a good alternative to ketchup. Otherwise, I know people do salsa on top as well. So that's also an option. And it doesn't have to be super thick. It's just like a little extra flavor. So I just put it on there, and then just take my little spatula here and just spread it on top. Once we do that, we have the oven preheated to 350, and you put it in the oven at 350 for about a half an hour. Check it, and if you have, a fork or a toothpick or something that you can poke in the middle, and if it comes out clean, then it's nice and ready to go. Then you can slice it and enjoy for dinner. A lot of people do like meatloaf the next day too,
because it's very next day and friendly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of these comfort foods are next day friendly too. So when you kind of remake them, if you make extra and then you can freeze them, or while you have the time to make things, it's almost like do double batches so you have it for later, right?
Right. And so that's what I did. I don't know if you saw on Sunday, and I felt like cooking, so I just did a bunch of things so when you feel it,
Make it happen.
Go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there are going to be the days that you're not going to want to cook, and if you can just take something out of the freezer, that is magical. It is magical, isn't it? So,
meatloaf, ready to go.
Ready to rock. And if you have any other thoughts, or you make meatloaf a different way, or you have anything you can add, please let us know.